Hello from Southern Ontario, June 19th. So, today, Wednesday, I thought I'd be taking a look at European politics as the shift to the right with the EU parliamentary elections and whatnot. See if I can stop that from flashing, I don't know. Anyways, I didn't. I've been distracted thus far by the Take Back Canada protests that I just discovered are going on July 1st. I want to talk about that a little bit. I've mentioned before Ireland because Bill C-11, you're not seeing what's going on in Ireland, the UK, Europe, and elsewhere, unless you're specifically watching it, following it as I am. They don't want us seeing what's going on. That's the intent of Bill C-11 and C-18 here in Canada. It's working quite well for them. Anyways, back to the migration issue. Ireland, they're protesting like heavily. They're screaming in the streets, "We're full. Close the gates." I've mentioned this before. Their ratio of immigrants to citizens is exactly the same as our ratio. If we just take their numbers and multiply them. They're recognizing it because they're a tiny country and it's all next door to each other. In Canada, not so much, right? If you live rurally, what's happening in Toronto, Brampton, Ontario, and the downtown cores of some of our major cities, it's not necessarily affecting you directly just yet, but it will. Ireland's situation is exacerbated by the UK beginning to close their gates, let's say. They're talking about deportation. So is Germany, even France, and some of the other European countries. Basically, over there, they left it till it's too late. I'm hoping it's not too late here in Canada, and I'm hoping that this Take Back Canada protests will grow into something more than just the protests planned for July 1st. Now, somebody right here is going to start throwing the "you're a racist" card. You're this, you're that. I'm none of those things. We see, well, maybe you haven't, because of Bill C-11 and 18. But we do see what's happening over there. It's not going well. It's not a matter of race. It's not a matter of religion. Well, there is that one religion, isn't there? The one that says that they're the only ones that should be. But let's not get into that. I can't. It'll be banned and everything. But that aside, this is not a matter of prejudiced racism. It's a matter of economics, societal structure, and plain common sense. Here in Canada, we've dumped in 1 million a year for the last 8 years, on average. And we've got at least 2 million more kind of unaccounted for. Expired visas. There's a host of issues. The doors are open and we're not keeping track of anything, and we have made and are making no provisions for it. And it's doing our society no good in any sense. Again, the balance of our societal interactions, it creates and feeds racism, in a sense. I mean, people haven't got a job, haven't got a home. It's easier to say that guy took my job and took my home than it is to understand the complexities of our flawed immigration politics. It's not working here, and it's been proven it doesn't work anywhere else. Too many, too hard, too fast. It doesn't work. It has nothing to do with creed or color, race or religion. And we need to rein our government in on this issue. So, I know I'm rambling, being slightly repetitious, but I'm hoping that these protests will remain and grow into something. Because otherwise, how long is it going to be until we look like Ireland? And I'm not singling Ireland out particularly in any derogatory sense. I'm sorry if you're in Ireland. I'm sorry for your plight. And I'm sorry to single you out, but you're a great example simply because the ratio numbers line up with Canada's just to a T right now. Anyways, I've rambled long enough. And I'm not done rambling on this subject matter.